You love him or hate him. This guy made over $1 million in 5. Meme coins make millionaires every month, whether you love him or hate him. This guy made over $1 million in 5 days. This guy turned $16,000 into 10 million. So that made me curious. Is it possible to predict the next big meme coin? Are there patterns that someone can spot to point to the next 100x? Or is all this some completely random gamble? Well, I've discovered something in my research. There are distinct patterns and rules to the meme coin game. Patterns that might just make you a fortune, and rules that protect you from rug pulls and scams. Now, just to be clear, this isn't financial advice. Meme coins, no matter how you approach them, they're pure degen gambling. But if you're sick like me, here's everything you need to know. Meme coins are pure psychology. In my research, an extremely clear pattern emerged. Meme coins are literally an assault on our psychology and our biases. The more psychological boxes a meme coin can check, the more likely the world is to purchase it. If the world is purchasing it and you were early, you get rich. It's that simple. So let's start with the name. There are thousands of meme coins named after dogs, Pepe, Elon Musk, anything memeable. And if you're a normal human being, your initial reaction to something like a Pepe that you put money into, you go, that's pretty stupid. If you're a crypto investor, your reaction is something like, that's pretty stupid. Can I make money off of it? At least we all agree that they're stupid, but it does make sense if you really think about these. A memeable name, by definition, is simple and understandable. The name Shiba Inu is attractive to millions of people because millions of people can look at the name Shiba and think, huh, funny looking dog. It's that simple. You don't need to think to understand the names of these popular coins. The name should embody some concept that is extremely easy to understand and extremely likable by the average person. Like, who doesn't like a Shiba Inu dog? They're cute, they look funny. Like, that's it. It's that simple. That's our first checkbox. Now, of course, a good name, that isn't enough for a meme coin to blow up. People have to actually buy the thing. And that brings me to the friction of meme coins. Meme coins most often are built on larger market cap projects like Solana or Ethereum or whatever. The reason is pretty simple for this. Investors already have money in those large products, which means there's less friction to buy the tokens that are built on those layer 1 ecosystems. It's a lot easier to get an Ethereum holder to buy a meme coin that's built on Ethereum than it is to get someone to take some cash, transfer that to Ethereum, and then use that to buy some meme coin. If it's easier to buy, more people will buy it. And I have another important point on that later, but you need to hear this first. Think about this. On bigger projects like Ethereum or Solana or whatever, you have investors who have made tons of money in their initial investment into those tokens. Like someone who bought Ethereum early, now they're just sitting on some bags. But when you have a big win in crypto, you don't really feel like it's real money. It's in that token, it's not dollars, it's not cash in your hand. And when you have money that doesn't feel like real money, think about this psychologically, you're more willing to spend it in dumb ways, like meme coins. So for example, if a product like internet computer pops off, you might want to start looking at meme coins associated with that layer 1. The reason being is you have a ton of investors actively looking for the next spot to park some of that cash. And of course, meme coins are often the loudest projects marketing-wise because they are just pure marketing. Plus, they're extremely simple to understand, so that's kind of an attractive place to park some of those gains that you made that don't really feel like real money. And yes, you need to be extremely careful with all this because while meme coins are subject to these capital flow principles, they're also completely insane. And they're subject to extreme cycles of hype that typically look like up, down, flat line, and then they just die forever. Some recover, but like most never do. So the question is why? Why did they pump in the first place beyond what we've already talked about so far? The answer might lie in how the internet functions as a whole. But first, real quick, let me do a portfolio update. We've been doing a ton of trading over on the Finova Patreon page. Here's a recent trade that we did that resulted in a 14% gain in one day on a Matic short position. This was because we noticed the price would likely drop earlier in the day. You would have had access to that trade and many others like this 25% gain if you were a member of our Finova Patreon last week. Now, unfortunately, right now, we're totally sold out of spots on the Patreon. We will be for a while as we work on building out course material for current members, but for everyone asking, I'll let you know when we have more spots available. Now back to the internet and its influence on meme coins. This is super important. The internet is amazing at pushing whatever idea is currently popular. Meme coins are great at taking whatever's currently popular, riding that wave, and making some money off of it. When coins like Doge or Shiba Inu come out, they blew up. Then copycats wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So then they took that dog theme and then ran with it. Others just took the word Inu and attached anything they could think to it, like cock. cock inu. It's kind of funny. Then you have coins based on existing memes or ideas like Pepe or Jesus Coin, or coins based on anything that Elon does. Again, this is all fairly dumb, but it's actually tapping into something that's innately human, fad mentality. People love fads. If something's popular, people just flood to it. You see this all the time on social media, you know, those fancy cups that girls are just going nuts over at Target. Joe Rogan, ice baths, Yeezys, fads, they come and go. People can't get enough of them. For some reason, all of our brains are wired to bias towards thinking if something is popular, it has to be good. And meme coins are no different. Meme coins follow the same mentality, except they just directly monetize it. Instead of building coins based on technology or ideas, the coins are built around chasing fads. Some set the fads, most copy. The market then responds to real-world events that relate to those fads. So for example, if Elon Musk does just about anything, Dogecoin reacts, the price pumps. Elon can influence that fad directly. Some coins do it better than others. The bad ones fail to follow earlier principles that we talked about. See if you can find the issues in this coin. Toshi, a coin named after Brian Armstrong's cat, which he named after Satoshi Nakamoto. That coin is very unlikely to ever be $1 billion meme coin. But why? It's too complicated and too irrelevant. The name is named after a cat that a guy named because of another guy's name. In the meme coin world, that's way too much thinking. And he's not relevant enough. Brian Armstrong, he simply isn't famous enough for this coin to blow up as a result of him. Never underestimate the power of a strong narrative. Our psychology, we just can't get enough of a strong narrative. We're a storytelling species, we can't get enough of it. Perfect example of what can happen. Doge's price was completely flat for years until a perfect storm of narrative events not only brought it back to life, but propelled it into what it is today. And there are a few principles at play here that encapsulate the meme coin logic in its entirety. See if you can spot them. First, Elon Musk. He started tweeting about Doge. Then Reddit went crazy about it. Then Snoop Dogg and Gene Simmons started talking about Doge. Then Mark Cuban started using it as NBA games. And then after that, Coinbase listed it, and this caused this widespread market surge. This was a series of narrative events that resulted in one big mountain of Doge gains. That made a whole lot of people rich. But what actually happened here, like under the hood? Well, first, the narrative around Doge was resuscitated. Before Musk, Reddit, and the others, Doge was pretty quiet. The price reflected that. You know, it's pretty flatline. But when their combined narrative event got people on the fad, money started flowing back into Doge. Next, it was listed on Coinbase and other exchanges. This was huge. This was the moment. It checked a psychological box that almost no meme coins are ever able to check: legitimacy and credibility. As a result, people were extremely willing to invest. Not only that, it's even easier to buy that thing, so there's less friction. Anyone can get a Coinbase account and buy some stuff. They don't even have to worry about cold wallets, hot wallets, custody, things like that. Extremely easy to buy, extremely low friction. So many boxes are checked here. With meme coins, you're not trading commodities. You're trading popular fads and the narratives that drive them. The better you are at paying attention to the flow of these narratives, the psychology behind them, and the impact they have, the better you'll be at picking meme coins. It's crazy, it's risky, but there's some kind of actual logic and structure behind all of this. But that's not all you need to know. I realize there are two types of meme coins: community-driven coins and BS coins. Community-driven coins, they grow from some shared sense of humor, some kind of shared circumstance. Sometimes they develop a real utility as people, you know, hop into the project and then contribute to them. It's essentially people having fun, doing dumb stuff on the internet, and trying to make money. Like, what isn't to like about some community-oriented meme coin? Whatever, no harm. The BS coins, they're driven by people, often influencers, who they're acting behind the scenes to artificially hype up and pump the price before just selling it on everyone, getting a profit, like essentially a rug pull. There are usually warning signs for these BS coins. Coins like these are often majority held by a few potentially bad actors. For example, the meme coin PSYOP had 90% of its tokens held by one guy, its founder Ben.eth. If the coin is held by just a few wallets, run. Ideally, you want to sidestep BS coins and focus on just the community-driven ones. And that's not the only warning sign to look out for. Also look at token transactions. Are there a bunch of small transactions coming from one wallet? If so, they could be there just to artificially pump the transaction volume. Again, just don't even be there in the first place. Get out of there. Same goes for followers. These can easily be bought, so don't put much weight on them. Always use rug checker tools as well to second guess any of your decisions. These will look into smart contracts and liquidity to see if there's like anything suspicious going on. These scams work because people don't do those steps.